You're checking out Power99.com.
Don't stop.
And the news is that Estelle is here. She bought us something to drink, Rose Regale, right? Because I was drunk off this one day and I was saying it all wrong. So we'll talk to Estelle coming up at 8:50. What? Our girl Estelle is here. She got a new record called Make 'Em Say. Now, in the record, you're talking about, having sex and beating it up and doing things like that. I wanted to know your thoughts about this. And this is girl talk because I really value your opinion because we're friends, you know? Right. So I found it interesting that you kind of put the record as a female sexual empowerment thing.
Yeah, it is.
You want females to say what they want and how they want it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about your thoughts on that because, there's a lot of women out here that on social media putting out like their bodies and naked and doing all that stuff on magazines, social media. Yeah. I'm all for female empowerment, and I know that I have a problem with the double standard that there is right now. Yeah. Men can have as many sexual partners as they can without repercussion, but the second that a woman has one, now she's being called a name and stuff. Yeah. How do you feel about how open we are about sexuality? And is it giving women a bad name or is it really empowering us?
I don't think it's giving women a bad name. I think presentation is 9/10 of the law. So that's the key, and that's the thing to do with it. I think in my video, for me, it was like I was the most prude on set. I was the one with the most clothes on, the one saying, "Okay, you can't touch me there, sir. No, don't do that,
Kitty. Don't go there.
Don't go there." And when you edit, I wanted it to look classy, but still quite sexual. Not just like, oh, cooch everywhere. Hey, doing the songs about sex, so let's just throw my
like raunchy.
I want it to feel raunchy. I want it to feel still, classy and still quite sexy versus naked for no reason. I think, like I said, it's presentation, it's how you do it, it's where you do it, and it's what you say along with what you do it. Also, I wanted it to be about ownership of who you are as a woman. Don't worry about the airbrushing, don't worry about the makeup sometimes, don't worry about all of that. If you're taking, to me, it spoke to this whole thing. I saw this girl on one of these sites and she put like honey in her eyes, trying to lighten her eyes, and that frustrated my existence because she had the most beautiful eyes and she believed that, she was going to put this honey in her eyes. She's like 15 or something and she was doing a tutorial and of course it wasn't lightening her eyes, but it just made me mad that she thought this is what she had to do to feel beautiful that week and she was really out here doing it. It's fine, you're okay. And if looking at this video is going to make you feel like, well, man, I'm all right, then cool, roll with it, Right. It was more about that for me than doing a video that everyone thought, you hear the record, you think, Grace Jones, you got to be super tied up. And I was like, no, I ain't doing that. Like, it's more than that. It's bigger than that.
Because even when Beyonce did it, they were calling her a whore and this, that, and the third.
Like, look, we're all humans. We have bodies. And America is the most sexualized country in the world. Stop with the double standards, please.
Okay.
Like, it's all right.
Estelle has spoken.
Presentation. It's fine. She's allowed to do it. She has a husband.
Okay.
She's in this. She's a grown ass woman.
Yeah, I agree.
Estelle is still here with us. Meet me, I American boy. Yes, baby.
Wait, if y'all could see Mother dancing to that, good God, I want to put it on Vine.
We still have Miss Estelle here. What's up, Estelle?
She's hanging out with us, man.
I know the whole time.
I know. I love that. We love that.
Yeah.
You have the song "Make Her Say." You're working on the album "True Romance."
Yeah, out in September.
So, okay, already. What's the exact date? September.
I hate to say a date because in like 2 months I'm be like, so it's like a week later. So no, I'll say September. Absolutely September though.
So who are you working with? You said you're not working with Kanye or John this time.
No,
John
not
Legend.
this time around though. I do want. I'm definitely going to speak to John about playing him the record. Like I said, we're still fam, so I do want to hear how he feels about it. But we definitely work with Justice League.
Okay.
As producers, one of the guys who produced on American Boy, a guy called Keith Harris, Shakespeare can play Bills, and that guy. He's come back and he's doing some great work. And I worked with a couple of awesome writers. The guy who produced Make Her Say is a guy called D. Smith. He's from Atlanta. He's like not a new producer, but his is a new body of work he's doing, and his drum programming is second to none. So this has been it's been an experience. I've been out here writing for my life, working with some awesome writers, and it's been good.
You gonna put any rappers or anything on any of the songs?
Maybe I might just rap myself.
Okay, we like that.
No, like with me, it's the worst thing because I'm like, I do both, so it's hard to say, oh, let's go put that rapper. And then I came out the gate with Yeezy, so it's like, well, who do you put on? You know, and I did a song with Russ, and it's like, well, who do I go to after that?
Right.
You know, so like, it's, you know, they have to make the record better. So I'm taking my time with that.
Okay.
You know?
Now, do you live here in the States?
Yeah.
You do?
I've been here for like 7 years now. Everyone thinks I still live in London.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever.
But your family's still in London?
Yeah, my family's still in London.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you keep fit? Because your body is tight.
Why, thank you. Yoga and eating right.
Yes, yoga, girl.
Yeah, I'm so
that
serious.
hot yoga?
I wasn't for it. No, because my hair.
Oh, yeah. Girl
These
problems.
edges, listen.
Girl problems.
But look, no, I wasn't a fan of yoga. I was like, what is this stretchy business? What? You know, and then I started it. I tried it. Tried something new face. And man, listen, it keeps your core together.
Yeah.
And it's an easy, low pressure workout that you feel like you did something because, man, holding them poses, sweating for real.
Right.
But, you know, like it keeps you clean.
Now you have the Essence Music Festival coming up, right?
Yes, I do.
That's huge. You like festivals, right? Because a few years ago you did the Roots Picnic here.
I did.
Which was stupid out
I
there.
had no clue what it was, and I walked up and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
All of Philly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you know, like, it was crazy. I loved it though. We had fun.
Right.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
You are a fashionista.
Thank you, hon.
The Met Ball just passed.
I know.
And our girl Lupita Nyong'o.
She turned up.
She definitely turned up, but some people didn't like the outfit.
You liked it?
Did you like it?
Okay, this is me because I get it and I come from I look at fashion in a really abstract, different way because I come from a different perspective on it. I understood what it was and I got it. She went for the theme and she went for the 20s thing. To me, the headpiece was a little bit of overkill. That's what kind of made it costumey versus. And it's the Met Ball, so it's supposed to be a costume ball. So I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I think she looked flawless in whatever she was, man. She, yeah, I love her.
Real quickly, what are your thoughts on Rihanna being naked in the French magazine?
She does naked the best. I can't even.
You ain't lying. Clap to that.
She does naked.
Good
She
answer.
has a body. She's young. Get it? You know. Again, it's your personal versions of what you think is right and your levels on it, man. She could do it. I wouldn't. She could do it. She does it.
Instagram was pissed. They pulled down her account.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
They
Did
shut
she
down her
They
Instagram.
did.
Yeah.
They were like, this is too much.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop the pictures from floating. Again.
Oh
my
yeah, I
whole
got them
thing is-
saved on my phone.
Come on.
And he looks at them every day and does God knows what.
I'll say this with that: parents, police your kids and police what your kids get to look at. If you don't think it's appropriate, man, look. But you can't stop people from living their lives.
Right.
Before you go, because we have a couple of minutes left, I want to get your thoughts on this whole Nigerian thing. I know this is close to your heart because this is your country, you know?
I'm from Africa, so you know I have a lot of family over there. I think what's frustrating to me is, you know, I'm glad that they're doing the hashtag Bring Our Girls Back, but it's been a good few weeks that's been going on before they start hashtagging it.
Right.
And you know, I was talking about it online. I was like, is anyone seeing this? You know?
Yeah.
So to me, like, someone asked me, are you going to post a hashtag? Are you going to put a picture up? And I was like, no, I've been talking about it for 2-3 weeks before the hashtag
Right.
came along. I actually want these girls to come home. I want people to pay attention to the bigger problem
Right.
of what's happening. Like, I'm glad that people are, you know, paying attention and all, and that's great. But where are these girls?
Right.
It's almost 300 young ladies. What?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, the UN investigate countries for less. Can we go in and see what's going on?
I want you to talk very quickly about the story that you told me about the thinking behind some of the people that are teaching out there and what you were told when you were a child that you kind of were like, nah, this is not cool.
I come from a background of having, you know, like Muslim and Christian in my family, you know, and you have different types of Muslim, you have different types of Christianity, and everyone has their version of events. And it was, you know, I got told, you know, we had to learn, you know, like a certain style of Arabic or Muslim culture. And it was like, you know, my mom kind of dragged us out of it when the imam was like, you know, and we're going to start teaching them how to be women and, you know, we don't speak and we don't do a certain thing. And my mom was like, nah, not my kids, not my girls.
Yeah.
You know, like, we understand it and I get it. You know, my grandfather is Muslim, but it was like, we can't, I don't believe in that. I wasn't raised to believe in that, to be that silent or to be, you know,
Submissive almost.
in that capacity. I believe in, you know, being a woman, but I don't believe in completely shutting down your right, your will or your speech. I don't believe in that at all. You know, I think everyone was born equal in that capacity. Have your say.
Estelle, we thank you for coming through. Brand new album coming in September.
Shout out to Philly 360 for having me out here too. I'm having fun in the city, man. It's good vibes. Shout out to
love
Ivy
you.
and the crew. Yeah.
Brand new album coming out in September. 4 themes to it.
Yeah.
We'll be looking forward to it, and you
True
got to make sure you come by.
For sure, thank you. And
True
follow
romance.
me on Instagram and Twitter at Estelle Darlings, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Okay, what's your handle again?
At Estelle Darlings.
Okay, got you.
And they could buy the Make Her Say song on iTunes.
Right now. Link in the bio.
Shout out to Brock Heholder. Shout out to my man Mike Mack from Mama's Boys for coming through. Appreciate y'all.
Your radio is locked to Philly's Power 99 FM.